Hi, my name's Maddie, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the influence of logos and slogans on your business. When you think of Nike, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Probably the Nike swoosh. This is because logos and slogans are the first impression your business makes on your audience. They're the main form of branding, which means that they're responsible for the promotion and advertising of your business. So, why are logos and slogans important? They're important because for a new business that has a clean slate, the business is pretty much invisible. When you create a logo and a slogan, it gives your business a face. You probably want this face to appear as professional and friendly as possible, so there are some guidelines and rules that you can follow to make sure that you achieve this. Logos and slogans are also important because in today's society, globalization is becoming more standardized for businesses as they expand either through the US or throughout the world. This means that there are barriers that need to be transcended often. These can include language barriers and culture barriers. So take Nike again, for example. It's widely recognized in the US, but it's also recognized in other countries that speak different languages simply because of the swoosh. So I'm going to talk a little more into detail about logos. Logos are the visual graphic image that you see when you look at a brand. The three main factors of a logo include shapes, colors, and fonts. Shapes are important for logos because they can convey different qualities that your business wants to embody. Curvy logos often communicate unity, femininity, and community, whereas angular logos often communicate effectiveness, strength, and masculinity. However, you can combine the two different shapes to give off a combination of the qualities that your business wants to give off. We can also use color psychology when developing logos. Things like memory, mood, circadian rhythm, or relationships, and appetite are all influenced by color. Contrasting colors in particular do give a lot off to your audience when you use them in your logos. For example, take red and green. Red means things like stop, aggression, negativity, and hunger, whereas green represents go, happiness, energy, and nature. It's also been found that 78% more people are likely to remember colored logos than those that are just black and white. So colors are definitely a factor that influences how your audience perceives your business. Next, I'm going to talk about fonts for logos. Fonts basically give off a personality for your logos and for your business. Similar to shapes, curvy fonts are sophisticated, friendly, and feminine, whereas more angular fonts that contain serifs are seen as cultured and professional and masculine. If you take the Barbie logo as an example, the traditional Barbie logo is pink, which represents femininity, friendliness, and sophistication, and the font for it is like a cursive, which means it also gives off femininity and sophistication. So next we're going to get into more details about slogans. Slogans, according to the Business Dictionary, are simple and catchy phrases that are associated with your logo and brand. You want your slogan to be memorable so that audiences will take it with them whenever they leave whatever place they're viewing your branding at. Your slogan is a representation of your business. This means that the key message your business wants to put out needs to be included in your slogan in some way, shape, or form. It's what your business wants to be remembered for. Usually a slogan consists of an action that is relating to the service or product that your business is putting out. Slogans are often they need a good word strategy, and according to the Journal of Business Research, 3 things that your slogans should include are clarity of message, creativity, and familiarity with your brand. you don't want a confusing slogan, because if you have a confusing slogan, this will discredit your business and make you seem less intelligent. But you also don't want a slogan that is basic, because it doesn't attract as much attention as a creative slogan would. Audiences tend to appreciate originality, and this means that your business will stand out more if your slogan stands out. Words will link your business with your brand. So you want the words in your slogan to be representative of your brand. And you want them to be associated with your product or service as well. Finally, ways to make your slogan more memorable include making them fact-based, which might promote your audience that's reading it to look up the facts on the internet, which can lead them to your business's website. And another way you can make them more memorable is to make them musical. Slogans that are musical often contain literary devices such as hyperboles, alliteration, and rhyme. And even sometimes companies will include music in their slogans if they advertise them on TV or on the radio. The important thing to remember is that the purpose of logos and slogans are to promote branding and recognition for your business. A good way to make sure that you're creating effective logos and slogans is to do research into businesses that already have created successful logos and slogans. A survey that was conducted by Promotique by Vistaprint indicated that 30% of Americans view the logo as the primary thing that caught their attention, and this is what got them interested in a particular brand or business. And the survey also indicated that approximately 75% of Americans thought that the visual aesthetics of the logo determined how successful the business would be. So if you don't have a nice logo, then you're not likely to attract attention from anyone. Most of the most successful businesses, their logos are associated with quality and prestige of their products and services. The most to least effective top 5 logos in America are Apple, McDonald's, Coca-Cola, Nike, and Starbucks. If you remember the qualities of successful logos that we talked about earlier, these 5 hit them all on the mark. Most of these contain curvy shapes in their logos, such as the apple. The apple is curvy. Coca-Cola uses a curvy cursive font, as well as red, the color red, and so does McDonald's. McDonald's uses red and yellow, and both of those promote hunger or thirst, which would make audiences more attracted to their logo. Finally, the recommendations that I have to create the most effective slogans and logos are: number 1, you should consider what the message is that you want your audience to perceive. This message needs to be representative of what you want your business to put out there, as far as its character, its ethics, and how much quality your products and services have. The second recommendation I have is that you use the shapes, colors, and fonts that promote the intended character and mood that you want your audience to feel. This is important because you want your audience to feel a certain way when they go to buy your products and your services. You want them to feel like they can trust you, but you also want to come off as professional and friendly. The third thing you should do is to create slogans that are clear, creative, and promote familiarity for your brand. This is important because you want your slogans to be memorable, so that your business is memorable whenever your audience goes to look for your product or service. Fourth, you should utilize your literary strategies to create effective slogans. The rhyming and the alliteration and hyperboles are all effective. You could think of an example as the O'Reilly Auto Parts slogan. They put it to music and many people go around randomly singing it because they can't get it out of their heads. That means they've successfully created a memorable slogan. And fifth and finally, for my recommendations, you should stay true to the brand of your business. You want to make sure that your logo and slogan is effective, but you also don't want it to stray from what your business is to you. You want it to stay consistent, because consistency promotes trust within your audience and your consumers. Thank you.